Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW Dynamite post-show review. Dynamite was a very good show tonight. We are building towards All-In pay-per-view, which is going to be a fantastic event. It's Wednesday night and you know what that means. Will Ospreay makes his entrance and gets on the microphone. He says last week at the end of Dynamite he was appalled and disgusted, but he wasn't surprised. Daniel Garcia earns every opportunity he gets, and Max did whatever it took to stop his rise. He tells us that Garcia is at home with no feeling in his arms and no timetable for his return, and Friedman wants to blame the people, reasons why. The bidding war of 2020 didn't go his way, and Tony Khan would rather spend on guys like Ospreay who will elevate the brand. But the main reason MJF doesn't like him is that Ospreay reminds people what AEW is supposed to be. And he feels like the moment he stepped foot in AEW he's been cleaning up after Max's mess. So if Friedman is back there, come on out so we can do this. Max's music plays, but he appears on the Tron. These people don't deserve the privilege of being that close to his greatness, and he's beaten every one of their favorites. MJF isn't a flavor of the month, and eventually people will get tired of Ospreay's routine. But he's not replaceable like Will is, and the next flippy guy will come along, here today, gone tomorrow. He's a generational talent, and if Ospreay gets in the ring with him, he'll be exposed. But tonight, nah. But next week he'll take a title match for the International Championship, and he won't be fighting for stars, cause MJF will punch him in the face until he starts seeing them. Ospreay calls him adorable, and he'll see Max next week, the little. First action of the night, Hangman Page vs. Bryan Danielson Owen Hart Cup Finals. Jeff Jarrett is your special guest enforcer for this match. Very good match as we can expect from these two. Page is in control and Danielson's face is covered in blood. The label lock is in, but Adam gets a foot on the ropes. Bryan explodes out of the corner, Busaikuni, but he can't capitalize. Double J takes his shirt off and reveals that he's a legal referee for this match. Danielson with a schoolboy, but it's not enough. Page with an arm trap crossface, digging into the wound on Bryan's forehead. Bryan Danielson wins by pinfall with a bridging lateral press, winning the Owen Hart Cup and earning a shot at the AEW World Championship at All-In Wembley next month. Dr. Martha Hart and Jeff Jarrett share an embrace at the trophy stand and collect the title belt and trophy to give it to Bryan Danielson. Swerve Strickland makes his entrance flanked by Prince Nana. Swerve gets on the mic and says Will Ospreay told him that the man holding the title is the real best in the world, and he's still got the title and he's still the best in the world. He congratulates Bryan Danielson on winning the Owen and says he's looking forward to Wembley. And the EVP has offered him a spot in Blood and Guts and he turned them down, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be in Blood and Guts, because he's joined Team AEW. And now he's going to lead Team AEW to a victory in Blood and Guts. He says he's the #1 guy in AEW, and Ospreay and his International Championship at #2, and Okada and his Continental Championship at #3, so he issues the Rainmaker a challenge. His last point, he promises Bryan Danielson that All-In will be his final countdown. Next up is Chris Jericho vs. Samoa Joe Stampede Street Fight. Very fun match. Joe puts Chris spine first into the horseshoes. Jericho throws hot coffee in Joe's face and blinds him. Bill chokeslam Samoa into a pallet on a forklift. Chris hops into the driver's seat and rams Joe through a wall. Chris Jericho wins by stoppage. Next up is Claudio vs. Kyle Fletcher vs. Pac vs. Tomohiro Ishii AEW International Championship #1 contenders match. Chaos early gives way to Ishii and Claudio hammering each other. PAC drops an elbow on Fletcher and puts the brutalizer on him. PAC wins by submission with the brutalizer on Kyle Fletcher, becoming #1 contender to the AEW International Championship. Post-match, Pac cuts a promo where he says things haven't been going well for him. He doesn't know what next, but it's all in season, and there will not be denied a Wembley moment. There will be back. Renee is waking backstage when Adam Page cold shoulders her for an interview. She demands a little respect, but he just glowers at her and bangs on the door. Okada answers and refuses, but the Young Bucks step out and ask if there's anything they can do for him. He says he'll do it and leaves. Mercedes makes her entrance and gets on the mic. She's here to celebrate her history-making double champion victory, and she shouts her boys Nicholas and Matthew Jackson out for the additional security tonight. She says she's the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And as far as Britt Baker goes, well, wake up from your stupid little fantasy, because she's not facing her at all in. She pours herself a little toast. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is here. Security cuts her off on the stage, but she decks one guy and super kicks another. She shoves her way through the rest, but Mercedes bails to the floor and her way out into the crowd. Backstage, Darby Allin is beating the out of Brandon Cutler. He says Jack Perry says we all have to make sacrifices, and this is Cutler's, and things are just getting started between him and the Elite. It's main event time on Dynamite. Mariah May versus Willow Women's Owen Hart Cup Finals. May in control early, arm wringer, hammerlock. Willow knocks her down with a forearm. Sidestep a knee, fisherman buster. Mariah kicks out. May with a headbutt and both women are down and out. Big knee from Mariah. Willow kicks out. Storm with some advice. Willow counters a pile driver with a lariat. Cannonball in the corner. Fireman's carry. Reversed. Victory roll. IT's over. Mariah May wins by pinfall with a victory roll, winning the Owen Hart Cup and earning a title shot against Toni Storm at All In. Post-match, Willow and Mariah shake hands and then May leaps into Toni's arms. They skip up the aisle hand in hand. May pulls the title belt off the podium and blasts Toni in the head with IT. More belt shots. Luther tries to take IT from her and she beats him with IT too. Toni bleeding from the forehead and sobbing. Mariah grabs her white pump and spikes her in the head with the heel over and over before grinding it into the wound. May shoves referee Aubrey Edwards and pulls Toni up and rubs her face into the blood. That's the show, folks. Please guys, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.